Now, a new face for most of you is Karin Dröder-Kühn from Germany, and she will link today's theme of experiential tourism with the Starlight Toolkit. So with the trove of information that our experts and practitioners put together for you. Karin, the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you very much, Verena. A warm hello also from my side, and especially hello to my German, Belgian, and Hungarian colleagues, whom I couldn't meet yet because I could not join the last webinar. Yes, what we are going today, we are going, as you know, we have developed a so-called Starlight Toolkit. And in the toolkit, there are 3 sections. And in the first section, which is called Passion of the People, in this section, there are the learning units for the tourism part, for experiential tourism. And the number of the chapter is 1.5 and 1.6. And there it is in the 2 chapters have the headlines tourism and the appreciation of the stars, and star and nature tourism as an emerging trend in tourism. I will come back to that a little bit later, but for now, this is what we are going to focus on. We have prepared a lot of material. I hope you enjoyed it, going through it, learning about it. And yeah, let's see what the outcome is going to be and how you will link everything to our webinar today. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Karin. And all of you, today we will use the chat window in the Zoom much more than last time. So make sure you always have the chat window open, because you will be asked to put your own questions in. And we from the team put some information in the chat window when we think it's important. Now back to our agenda today. The break will be from 16:45 until 17 hours. So we will have a quarter hour for the break. And at the start of the break, you will be sent automatically into the breakout groups. When you return from the break, you have the chance to exchange ideas and discuss your own questions with our practitioners and experts who join us today from the Kaunertal Valley case study. Now, let's see who is here and how you all, the participants, have been doing since last time. Let's collect some snapshots, some impressions from you. Please write into the chat or raise your hand and tell us what was a highlight or a new information for you in webinar 1. What stuck with you? Is there anything that you remember from Sandra and her presentation on the environment and the nightlife, or anything from Enrico by Inaf, who was speaking to you about the key idea of storytelling, or anything from Stephanie, also from Tyrol, about the questions for sensible outdoor lighting and how you can do this in your own community. Like what has stuck with you from last time? Let us know, and let's hear some of your impressions. Okay, here we go. Andrea, you say you were most impressed by the significance of the dark nights for the wildlife. Do you want to say something about this to the group? Please unmute your mic and tell us a little bit what stuck with you from that part.
Yes, I didn't realize that dark nights were so important for different kind of species, even for those who live at daylight, and that it influences the whole life cycle, or not only of the wildlife, but only of us. And I knew that that was important, but I didn't realize how significant it really is. So I was most impressed by the presentation about dark skies and the wildlife. Wow. But I don't remember every species which was presented.
Okay, yeah, this is the information you find in the toolkit. Now, Andrea, from where are you joining us today? And if it says tour concept, does it mean you work in tourism yourself?
Yes, I'm joining from Germany, from the Black Forest today. And I work in a company who work on tourist experiences in the outdoors, like cycling, hiking, and other kind of experiences for tourists. And I hope we will be doing astrotourism as well in the future.
That's what we are here for. Thank you so much. And now we also heard from Etta and Tobias, both on the storytelling, the importance of telling my own story as well when doing tours to connect with participants, so that you don't hide your own story, but you bring it into the tour. And Tobias wrote to all of us that what stuck with him was Enrico's message to narrate rather than give information. Etta and or Tobias, do you want to say something about this to our plenary today?
Yeah, thank you. I think the storytelling part was really such a nice lecture, and I took away a lot of things, and among this also how important it is to start with your own story, so that people can relate and like you as a guide, and also integrate questions and just not be the lecturer to them, but rather kind of a guide or coach to explore the night sky.
You get a heart, get a lot of support for this. How about Tobias? Can we hear from you?
Hello. For me, it was a motivation to work on my own storytelling again, because I've been doing guided stargazing tours for 1.5 years now. And I basically made up everything myself, but I think it was really an impulse for me to work on my storytelling and tell my personal story, also how I got to like the stars and wonder at the stars.
So Tobias, where are you joining us from today?
From the Tyrol.
Okay, so here is one of our Austrian participants here. And Etta, tell us, where are you joining us from?
From Berlin.
From Berlin. Okay, welcome. Anybody from Italy, from Spain, from Bulgaria or Slovenia? Any of the other participants who were particularly inspired by one or the other talk and lecture last time?
I was also touched, for example, by the fact that it is very simple with the due precautions, let's say, to reduce light pollution, because with really silly attentions, it will be much easier to do so. So that is what touched me. I thought it was something difficult, but it isn't actually.
Yeah, and where are you joining us from, Laura?
I'm Italian, but I'm joining you from Switzerland, from Bern.
Okay. So you maybe hinted on the 3 questions that are important to always ask for sensible outdoor lighting. The where, the location, and then the when, the period of illumination, and the how, that there should be targeted and low light levels and warm and white light. Is that what you're hinting on when you...
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And indeed, when I went like to Geneva or cities like that, I started to observe these kind of things right now. I pay much more attention. Yeah.
Well, thank you all so much. You will have much more time and space today to also share your own ideas and experiences. And it's great to hear that it already feeds into your daily life, like Laura has just shared with us. Thanks for this fountain of ideas, and we can feel your involvedness, I guess, also online. So this is really wonderful to see. Now, today at 6 p.m., what will you walk home with? We here think that there should be hopefully 3 points of inspiration. The one is the story behind one successful case of turning ideas on the dark sky tourism into practice. This will be this Kaunatal Valley case study. The second inspiration will hopefully be an understanding of the obvious and the less obvious elements and milestones of such a journey. And also, as a third inspiration, we hope to bring to you, hopefully, the readiness and inspiration to start your own initiative, your own focus group or community, your project, your curriculum, or your own business plan. Now, if you're active on social media, please tag us on Facebook or on LinkedIn under the name Starlight Project, and in Instagram under the starlight.erasmus.